Hey, what's up you guys? Putting a trailer hitch on your Chevy Colorado can take you to some really cool places, whether it be through bike riding or even towing a U-Haul trailer. So let's go ahead and break down that install for you. All right, our first step is we're going to go ahead and remove the spare tire using the vehicle's spare tire removal kit. All right, next, right above where the spare tire was, there is a center bracket that we'll remove by taking out these 4 bolts, and we'll be using a 13mm socket. All right, we'll go ahead and set that aside to be reinstalled later. All right, so our hitch is going to replace our cross member right here. So to help ease the removal of that cross member, we're going to go ahead and remove the bumper. Now the bumper shares these 2 bolts with the cross member on both sides, and we're going to go ahead and remove those. All right, before we take those bolts out, we're going to remove these 2 clips holding the wiring into the cross member and frame. And then we'll remove this harness by pulling on the red locking tab. All right, now towards the center of the bumper, we have a second wiring harness that we're going to go ahead and remove from the bumper by pulling out that red locking tab. And then we'll just unplug it. And we're going to go ahead and remove those bolts using a 21mm socket. Now we're going to remove the last bolt on the passenger side, but we're going to leave it loosely in at the very end to help support it as we take off the bumper. All right, so with 1 bolt loosely in, we have that and the cross member that the bumper is resting on to secure our bumper at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and hold on to it at the center, and we're going to reach up and take out that side bolt. And with that bolt out, we'll hold it at the center and we'll remove our bumper. And we'll set it aside. All right, our next step is to take out the 2 bolts on the bottom of each side, and that will allow us to remove the cross member. And we're going to go ahead and remove those bolts using a 21mm socket. And we'll repeat on the passenger side. And before we take off this last bolt, we'll want to make sure that we are supporting it, as it will drop once it comes out. All right, for our next step, we'll be removing these 2 clip nuts, which are located on the back of the cross member that we previously removed. And we'll just use a flathead screwdriver to pry those off. All right, and we do recommend that you get an extra set of hands to help support the bumper. All right, and then we're going to attach the center wiring harness. All right, now we're going to go ahead and raise our hitch into position, lining up the 2 bottom weld nuts with the holes on the hitch. And we're going to be using our U-Haul exclusive hitch jack. If you don't have a hitch jack, we do recommend that you get an extra pair of hands. That way you don't accidentally drop it and cause damage to yourself or the vehicle. All right, now on the passenger side, we're going to start by taking the existing bolt and threading it into the 2 bottom weld nuts. And we'll repeat on the driver's side. All right, now with all of our bolts in place, we're going to go ahead and torque them following the manufacturer's instructions. And we're going to use a 21mm socket to tighten those up. And we'll repeat on the passenger side. All right, right behind the hitch receiver, we're going to go ahead and take our clip nuts that we removed, and we're going to install them onto the hitch. And then we're going to take our spare tire bracket, and we're just going to line it up with those clips, and using the existing bolts, we're just going to put it back into place. And then we'll go ahead and tighten them down using a 13mm socket. And then we'll go ahead and reinstall the spare tire. All right, we went ahead and pulled the car down onto level ground to show you some measurements for your hitch accessories. This is a 2-inch receiver, and from the pinhole to the edge of the bumper is 2.5 inches, and from the ground to the top of the inside of the receiver is 19 inches. That way you know what size of a ball mount height or what vertical post will work best for your bike rack. All right, so that wraps up our install. Thank you for watching our video. For more information, you can visit your closest U-Haul Hitch Center or visit us at uhaulhitches.com.